Yo, the Big D on this Sunday evening, recapping a crazy that's making my head spin US Open and a crazy trade in the world of baseball. First off, happy Father's Day to our dads, grandpas, and great grandpas this evening. Secondly, please subscribe, like, and share. Driving to the Top Production, Spunky Spectrum Sports YouTube page. You can also check out this stream on my Twitch page, the Big D 3300, Facebook, Dylan Schmetler, and also Driving to the Top. That's DOIVING to the top, capital D, capital T of top. As I read and wow, my head's spinning because JJ Spawn just won the US Open with the longest putt of the weekend. Woo, Nettie! As Bill Raftery says, doing crazy college basketball games, onions. Well, JJ Spawn's putt on the 18th was full of onions from 64 feet. And you could see. It's funny. I don't think anybody predicted JJ Spawn to win the Open. We all predicted John Rahm or Roy or Scheffler. Yours truly picked Bryson, but that's neither near or there. And JJ Spawn put together that first round bogey free 66th line. Is this going to be just one round guy? And then he hanging in there and hanging in there and hanging in there. And it's like, wait a minute. And until this year, nobody probably heard of him much. I mean, he won an event in Texas a few years ago, finished second to Roy at the Players Championship playoff on a Monday finish. And um, it's a guy, but this week, JJ Spawn's played better than anyone. I mean, even the first 5 holes today where he went 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and then bogeyed the pole 3-6 for good measure. So he started 5-0. But JJ Spawn still had some good shots. Shot at 2 was right on the money. Could have actually gone in for an eagle, hit the flag, and then actually went off the green. I'm like, I don't think I saw a Wolves break the entire day. Well, I'll talk about a bad break from Sam Burns in a minute. But then the rain hurt some guys and helped some guys. I think the rain delay came at a great time for JJ Spawn. I think Kevin Kiss was saying maybe a halftime break. And maybe it worked out for JJ Swan. I mean, birdie the pole 5-12, birdie 14, bogey 15. But then on the two holes where where a guy's got to hit good drive, JJ Swan had a great drive at 17, a la what Colin Morikawa did at Holden Park a few years ago. Birdied the 17th, and then another great drive. Not a great second shot, but hit it. Got a really nice read from Victor Hava and just made one of those putts. I mean, we've seen putts like that. I mean, Larry Nelson hit a 60-footer to win the '83 U.S. Open, and this putt is one that golf fans and historians will remember forever. I mean, and JJ Spawn's been around a while. I mean, but guy who's grinding and all of a sudden wins the biggest venue at Oakmont. I mean, sure, JJ Spawn's not one of the big names, but that's okay. Golf sometimes about stories, and seeing JJ Spawn win not just any tournament, but the United States Open at Oakmont with basically a walk-off putt. Holy cow! If Keith Jackson watched this, I know he'd go, whoa, whoa, Nettie! That's one of those putts we'll remember. So JJ Spawn, and not only that, but JJ Spawn finished the U.S. Open at 1 under par. If anybody had red numbers winning the Open, cha-ching. If you had black, even or over par winning, you're probably like, shoot. But today was a crazy round. I mean, when John Rahm was finished, many hours before some of these guys finished, and it's like John Rahm can't win. And it's like the guys kept coming back and coming back. And it's like, could John Rahm or Scotty Scheffler somebody else win? No, but I mean, I saw a tweet where like Rahm was, I think 100, 300 to 1. It's like, Well, maybe, but Oakmont was its usual self, very, very difficult, and I think the rain midway, if not midway through the final round, actually hurt these guys. It really softened up the greens, made the rough harder. I'd have made the fairways a bit more generous, but at the Open, these guys were used to playing hard, firm, fast fairways and greens, and in many ways, I think this golf tournament, I think the rain probably hurt some guys. I mean, definitely seemed to hurt Sam Burns, Adam Scott more because both of those guys were never the same. I think both guys finished with what 8 over the day, which for how well both guys played the first 3 days, a little surprising. But you know, speaking of Burns, we see bad breaks in all sports. Whether it be a misplay, a misplay, missed call. Well, the USGA flat screwed Sam Burns on the 15th. I mean, he hit his ball right on the edge of the fairway. I think on the fairway. And whoever did not give Sam Burns the drop when everybody in the whole world could see that there was water all over that ball. I mean, I know it's the U.S. Open, but you don't want to see a golf tournament end where somebody's tournament is absolutely hosed because of a bad break. And Sam Burns' tournament was absolutely ended by the rules official not giving Burns the free drop at 15. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. And I know the old saying play the ball as it lies. Well, play the ball as it lies if it means there's not a hazard in the way or not water. And I'm telling you, we all have HD TVs. How about USGA? You could see with your own eyes that there was water, not just because of the rain yesterday, but the rain today. They which delayed the final round by what, an hour and 45 minutes. Give me a break, USG. And then Sam Burns hits a shot, and we know what's going to happen. It goes whoop, yeah. It's game over. It's game over. I mean, makes double, bogey 16, birdie 17, bogey 18. But Sam Burns really wasn't himself today. 78. The rain delay really didn't help him. And frankly, neither guy in the final pairing looked like himself. Adam Scott did not play well, did not strike the ball well, and really didn't get anything going on the greens. I mean, 79. Oh, actually, Wilson. Yeah, 79. Just one birdied on 4. I mean, bogeyed 1, 3, 6, 8, 11, 14, 15, double 16, bogey 18. If literally my favorite golf terminology I often use is he couldn't hit water if he fell off a boat. Well, today I think Adam Scott hit everything in the boat. I mean, my goodness, he was not so. But Adam Scott did not get a lot of good breaks at all today. Unfortunately, Adam Scott was going for was trying to become the golfer to have the longest gap between major wins. Roy and Tiger both went 11 years between major wins. And Adam Scott was looking at a 12-year major drought since winning the 2013 Masters. So unfortunately, but Adam Scott played really well, and let me see, where is he? Yeah, well, so at least Adam Scott will be back in another U.S. Open next year, and he'll hopefully have more opportunities at majors going forward. But Robert McIntyre is a story. I mean, we'll all talk about Spawn and talk about Bulls, but Robert McIntyre, lefty from Scotland, I think we heard Dan Hicks on the broad telecast say no Scot had won the U.S. Open since Tommy Almer, the first U.S. Open at Oakmont 1927. Well, Bobby Mack almost won. I mean, not a great start, but eagled the pole 5-4, birdie 9, birdie 14, great drive, birdie 17. Looked like for a minute he might win it. And then McIntyre can hit the ball long ways. I mean, I don't know what it is with lefties at Oakmont. I mean, Bubba almost won the U.S. Open 2007. Maybe there's something where lefties have an advantage on courses. I don't know. Augusta's won the lefties too well, but you know, Robert McIntyre won Canada, won Scotland, almost won Scotland a couple of years ago, losing to Roy. Will Scott ever win? I mean, who knows? I mean, Monty almost won a U.S. Open a couple times. Robert McIntyre is certainly capable of winning an Open. I mean, I don't know what his number will be at Royal Portrush, but Robert McIntyre could be a popular one and done pick, whether it be for probably for the Scottish Open or Open. And then Victor Hovland, it's not a question of if Victor Hovland wins the major, it's a question when. On a course where I didn't think Victor Hovland would necessarily be himself, I haven't seen the Victor Hovland of a couple years ago. And today, maybe his putting / around the green demons caught up with him. Difficult course, but full bogeys on the front nine, bogey the 15. Nice birdie at 17, but 17's the hole everybody should have birdied today. And frankly, it seemed like Hovland never got anything going. While Spawn was not spinning his wheels, Hovland was like, never could get anything going, never could make that putt at 10 to 14 and get himself back in the tournament. I mean, and I don't know if JJ Spawn will give Hovland a drink for the nice lead at 18, but I like how Hovland congratulated Spawn after that amazing putt. And the guys, Sam Burns, another guy. I mean, but Cam Young. I mean, a couple weeks ago, it looked like Cam Young might not even make the Open, and then today he played. I mean, what a Cam Young round's going to be. A lot of birdies, a lot of bogeys, but Cam can hit the ball a long way. Drive at 17, got a birdie. I mean, who knows? Maybe Cam Young playing Canada. I mean, Sam Burns played well in Canada. I think Robert McIntyre played Canada. A few of the guys who played well last week seemingly took some momentum. Terrell Haddon is interesting because until the last couple holes, it looked like Haddon might win, which I'm not sure that would have worked well for the PGA being a live golfer. But it looked like Terrell Haddon might win the U.S. Open. But Terrell Haddon's an emotional player, and guys who are on the knife edge may tend to have those breakdowns. And at 17, Haddon hit in the one place you couldn't, ended up making bogey when everybody made birdie, and then at 18 bogey, but he was done. But look, I mean, Terrell Haddon's there. Is there a chance he could win? I mean, I wonder what he'll say about the course. But a few guys might have some choice words. I mean, Burns about to break at 15. It's interesting. I mean, Scotty Scheffler, 4 over, but got a backdoor top 10. But Scheffler never looked like contending. I think, Scotty Scheffler's been at Paul Wolves over Paul at the Open, and maybe Maybe Scotty can take advantage of these courses, but at the Open, everything's precise, everything's magnified. I mean, double three, hitting the church view bunkers again, birdied 4 and 6, bogeyed 11, 18, got birdies 12 and 17. But Scotty Scheffler's putting on U.S. Open type greens must improve. And I know that Scotty Scheffler knows it. Scotty Scheffler's putting must improve at the Open. Scheffler hit the ball well enough to win the 22, especially the 23 Open, just could not make a putt. And I mean, Scotty Scheffler can win, the PGA can win Augusta, but until Scotty Scheffler wins the U.S. Open, we'll say, he can't win golf's toughest test. Let me see who else. Xander Schauffele backdoor, 12, Brooks Koepka, Roy. I don't know. Roy never looked like himself. I mean, great final around 67 today, 6 birdies. Looked like Roy was more positive. I think Roy's exhausted from winning Augusta, and who wouldn't be after going for the career Grand Slam? Frankly, I think Roy is probably feeling the fatigue of Augusta. I mean, who knows? Roy Portrush in Northern Ireland might be his cup of tea. We'll see. I mean, who knows if Roy will play Travelers next week or the Scottish Open. But um, um, enough of the players. Oakmont's a test. I don't care if it's 1927, 2025, or 2123. Oakmont's going to be a test. And the fact that JJ Swan got on the pole shows what it can do. I mean, it was fair. I mean, maybe there were one or two hole locations the USGA could have given players better. Yeah, maybe there were one or two hole locations USGA put in favorable locations. But Oakmont's still a test. Maybe Sam Burns could have done a little more, could have done something with, maybe the USGA could have done something with Sam Burns and shot at 15 team, but, you know, uh, U.S. Open's not supposed to be easy. I mean, I was thinking winner would be like 2 or 3 under, 1 under. So I think it was like 1 or 2 shots off Roy. Maybe for the Open, I'll predict what the winning score will be. That would be my next. Instead of 1 and done, I might pick what the winning score will be at the Open. I think I was a few shots off the PGA, but that's here and here thing. About the coverage, I honestly thought NBC's coverage was absolutely poor. I didn't think NBC showed enough shots, way too many commercials, even playing through commercials. I don't know. It seemed like the commentators all wanted carnage. I, I know U.S. Open and Oakmont's supposed to be hard, but you shouldn't be cheering for bogeys. We should be cheering. Hey, that's a great shot. Oh, that's what a what a shot. Well, now he's doing this. I can figure anybody who's watched golf or whatever can explain. Oh, yeah. A U.S. Open at Oakmont is not going to be easy. I tell you that. Is that. I mean, it's frankly, by the way, I believe Terrell Hatton and Cole Sotis are exempt for the 26 U.S. Open at Shinnecock Hills. I think it's like top 14 and tie. So good news for those guys. I don't have to worry about U.S. Open qualifying next year. You know, I don't know. I mean, Oakmont's going to be a test forever. I mean, for these guys. I mean, you know, I think it's interesting and fun in a way that we don't have Roy or Scotty winning every major. I mean, maybe golf's different when, Jack or owner or player or some Lee Trevino won every major or Phil, Tiger. It's different. It may be something golf needs, a great underdog story in JJ Swan. I think it was like 150 to 1. So any JJ Spawn betters, cha-ching, you'll be happier. Maybe Papa will have a nice pair of shoes, maybe a nice pair of golf gloves. And by the way, I love JJ Spawn you know, ha reaction with the wife and the kids after winning the Open. I mean, by the way, if anybody said after the third round John Rahm's going to be better than Sam Burns, I think my friend Matt Vincenz tweeting about it, and as we approach 9 o'clock, I mean, um, who knows what happens? I mean, if Oakmont's going to be hard, what's Shinnecock going to be next year? See, by the way, Shinnecock's probably my least favorite major venue. So I don't know what's going to happen next year. Happen. By the way, JJ Spawn on the U.S. Ryder Cup team. JJ Spawn, Scotty Scheffler against Roy McIlroy and Victor Hovland. Oh Lord. Yeah. Yeah, who's going to be putting? Or maybe Sam Burns and Justin Thomas against Roy McIlroy and John Rahm. What are we doing? Oh boy, yeah. Yeah. So congrats to JJ Swan and Oakmont for hosting another Open. Another hopefully everybody can dry out with what's been a crazy weekend. And then a trade that I don't know what to think of, but tonight the Boston Red Sox jettisoned Rafael Devers to the Bay Area. Yeah, and if you're a baseball fan like me, I think everyone has seen Rafael Devers is not like being a DH, and not many guys do. But I mean, looking at Rafael Devers' season right now, I mean, it's trade comes at an interesting time. I mean, first off, the Red Sox just swept the Yankees. Okay, so I mean, Red Sox got one on their old rival, and Devers, d- despite a late start in spring training this year, has put together a fairly productive year. I mean, let me see what it is. Hold on. Hold on. 272, 15 home runs, 58 RBIs, and a 905 OPS. So, overall, Devers has hit fairly well this year. Obviously, as a full time DH. But honestly, I don't know. I think the Red Sox saw a chance to get younger, more prospects, and maybe get Devers' contract off the books because the Red Sox seem to be managing themselves more like the Rays. I mean, yeah, the Red Sox made moves to get Crochet and get Alex Bregman, but yet the Red Sox kept Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer in the minor leagues, and yet now the Red Sox trade their best hitter for prospects. And I know Devers got a big contract and didn't like being a DH, but guess what? I'm not sure Devers will be nothing more than maybe a first baseman. I mean, when Chapman's healthy, he's not a good defender at third base. He's a platinum glove winning third base. And so I know Chapman's on the IL now, but is Devers going to play third if Chapman returns? Is Devers going to play first with Wilmer Flores? Or is he going to be a DH? Because this seems, I don't know, is it a salary dump? Is it a move where the Red Sox are punting on the season? I have no idea. And for the Giants, I think this is a very fascinating trade. Obviously, I'll talk about the prospects in a little bit, but Devers has put together really, you know, 279, 349, 509 slash hitter, just 28, 145 WLC plus, and Devers has been better since May. Remember, Devers got a late start to the season with the shoulder injury. Not much of a swing training, so slow start seemed to be inevitable. And frankly, the Giants haven't hit. Giants are never a team that's going to hit, particularly in that ballpark. I don't know, the fence moved in a little bit, but the Giants and Devers gives the Giants a legitimate power bet. And Buster Posey made a big move. You know, Buster Posey's one of my favorite players. He just made move like what Brian Saber did back in the day, getting Hunter Pence or getting some of those guys to help the Giants win 3 world championships in the early 20 teams. And 250. Yeah, Chapman's still on the IL with a hand injury. Who knows? I mean, but the Giants have not gotten any free agents to the Bay Area other than what Willie and Thomas couldn't get Stanton, couldn't get Bryce Harper, Correa, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Giants seemingly been second or third on everyone. And what made San Francisco good in the 20 teens was great pitching, great defense, and just enough hit. Well, the Giants have good pitching, good defense, but not enough bats. And Devers, I know San Francisco Oracle will be a very difficult ballpark, but it's a fascinating move. Um, and in a year where, the Dodgers haven't started great now, I think the Dodgers are just sandbagging. I think the Dodgers will come on strong. Watch September, October, if the Dodgers get healthy, Otani pitches, Glass, Snell, Dodgers will get it together. But could the Giants be a wild card contender and then potentially a 3-game series with, I don't know, Logan Webb, Robbie Ray, and Justin Verlander? You could do worse. And also, talk about the prospects the Red Sox got. Return. Let me see. Kyle Harrison and Jordan Hicks, all the big league guys. I mean, Tweener's potentially starting a relief. I mean, the Red Sox need more pitchers. Cutter Crawford's been on the IL. I don't know if Cutter's coming back at all this year. This year. This year. year. I mean, Crochet's been outstanding. Chapman's been good. So the Red Sox probably need a lefty. I mean, the Red Sox have Bayo, Bayo and Bueller, but Tanner Houck's hurt, Cutter Crawford's hurt, and maybe the Red Sox want another couple more pitchers, whether it be starting, relieving, or both. And then the Red Sox got prospects. I know everybody loves prospects, especially in Fenway, James Tibbs, and Jose Bayo. Tibbs was former first round pick, and Bayo. So, it's interesting. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll find out whether there were issues more than just, I don't want to be a DH, because why would the Red Sox trade the best hitter when Cass is already on the IL, done for the year? Bregman's potentially not playing until July, and all these rookies out there. Who's going to be the leader in the clubhouse for the Red Sox? I mean, Dustin Pedroia is not walking through that door. Sorry if I sound like Rick Pitino back in the day. Big Poppy's not walking through that door. Manny Ramirez. I mean, is Kevin Millar going to come out of retirement? Who's going to hit cleanup for the Red Sox tomorrow? Because that could be interesting. Yeah, pitching. I mean, do the Red Sox have another move? Because this seemingly looks like a move before a move. I mean, I don't know if Cole's like, because even though Craig Buffalo's the GM, I kind of think Alex Cole is running the team, and this trade seems more like an Alex Cole move than a GM move. But who knows? I mean, we'll find out more about this trade later. But congratulations to JJ Spawn winning the U.S. Open. And, San Francisco Giant fans watching Sunday Night Baseball thinking, Rafael Devers is going to be in the NL West before long. So who knows how that's going to change? I mean, we like hitting in San Francisco. I don't know. Might like hitting in Denver. But happy Father's Day. There are all dads and grandpas out there, and you can always check me out. Spunky Spectrum Sports, Big D Podcast, Best Ball drafts. I think I'm at 23 DK Millie Makers this year, and this is the Big D signing off for now.